Alrighty, tight. So, day 109, arms and abs. It's a little late. It's 9:30 p.m. So I gotta get in and get out. They close at 11. Just gonna go to my Gold's gym today. Yeah. Usual routine. Probably tricep extensions on the cable for 6 sets, and then bicep curls on the easy bar curl, maybe 60 pounds, accommodated with the drop set at 40 pounds. Similar rep range, similar set style for the tricep extensions. Try to stay within like 8 to 15 reps. Maybe we're talking 6 sets a piece. So after that, and then abs, and that's about it for today. Unfortunately, can't get the cardio in since it's late, and it's okay. Life gets ahead of you, and some days it's not like the time was wasted, and it's good. Had some good conversations, came up with some good ideas. Work was plentiful today as well. But yeah, not a boring day by any means. On that note, let me actually make my pre-workout while I'm talking, since that's the whole point of this. Excuse me, sorry, I had all this hair in my mouth. Outside of that, I think for today's diet, the missus made some amazing patty melts. She used ground turkey patties. Ground turkey, turned them into patties, and then, turned them into, I already said patties. Sorry. Sauteed them, add some cheese on top, and use some nice brioche bread, caramelize some onions, and yeah, it was fantastic. And I also had a little bit of sweets, a little bit of diet soda, diet Coke. I found that that's a good way to curb my sugar cravings, Although I do still have the occasional chocolate here and there. I think even with all this taken into consideration, I have been on a downward path in terms of weight, which has been going well. Energy levels have been good. I did talk about how I've been cramping over the last couple days. My feet are feeling a lot better, but still, like today, when I tried to push off my toes a little more, I could feel the tightness there. So I'm slightly glad I didn't do my cardio today, even though that's a cop-out of an excuse. But it is what it is. Anywho, feel good. Head into the gym, no matter what. So can't ever complain about that, because that always means it's a good day. On that note, I'll see you all at the gym. All right, so I only have had about, I took about 20 minutes to do my mobility movements. After that, it was about 10:05. The gym closed at 11. I'm doing the voiceover for this on Friday, actually. I just created my Instagram page. You should check it out. Pre-workout with Raj. Starting to upload the intros to Instagram. I think they serve as a little bit of a therapy session for myself, but also for anybody that just wants to talk, Anywho, back to the actual workout. What I'm doing here, you guys have already seen before, bringing the cable over the, I keep forgetting the name for these bands. Sorry, the workout bands. The overhead cable, overhead band, like band dislocators. I don't know, and then this movement where I am focused on activating my front delts and rear delts, making sure that I'm not overextending while maintaining contraction. I wasn't able to do my usual rear delt warm-ups with the cable flies, but this served as enough. I had about this workout took about like 35 minutes after I finished my mobility. All in all, by the time I left, it was like 10:40, 10:45. I could have probably put in a couple more sets, but I'm not going to complain. It was a decent workout. I just did some biceps and triceps, which you'll see. But yeah, just wanted to explain that before we get into things. I know usually arms can be a little longer, but the video is kind of short for today. After I did finish these Lu Xiaoxing, I think that's the name of the person who came up with these mobility warm-ups for the shoulder rotation. I moved over to bicep curls. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so for bicep curls, I just picked up the 50-pound barbell. I wasn't doing I think I did like 6 sets of these. You'll probably get the first set. Yeah, you're getting the first set and the last set. First set started at, you see that I'm holding the contraction. I'm taking it slowly on the way up and on the way down. I'm maintaining good form, keeping my shoulders tucked, but not overly tucked in. I'm not using my shoulders to bring the weight up. I'm maintaining contraction at the bottom and pulling up with my biceps. This is pretty par for the course. I did 6 sets of these. I think I already said that. I'm going for as many reps as I can until form breakdown. You see that my shoulders are shrugging a little bit closer to the end of the set, and that's what we're looking for, you know. Once we start seeing that, that's typically when I'm starting to see like more output from my shoulders and triceps and forearms rather than actually hitting my biceps. So I'm calling it a day at that point of the set. We're reaching about 90, I would say 85 to 90% rate of exertion here. I wouldn't say we're going all the way, you know. It's based on the time that I have, I'm just going for what I can, you know, without going for broke, you know what I mean? This was the last set of bicep curls. I think, like I said, I did 6 sets of those. Last set was only 8 reps, but still good work. After that, I went into triceps. Triceps, I did some actual drop sets. Top set was at 160 pounds. Then I dropped it down to 120, then 80, then 40 pounds. I'm going for, I think, 8 to 10 reps per weight. I did this for 4 sets. You're going to get the first set, the first main set here, and then the last main set as well, per usual fashion. I'm not, again, not going for broke. I'm going for full extension. Once I feel like I can't get that movement to go for that full extension, I'm dropping the weight and going for that lower weight so I can get that full extension on the way down. You see the triceps are, you know, decently pumped here. Could be a little better, but no complaints. All in all, this last split was pretty decent. I think between the injury on Saturday with my cramps after the long run, it's just been me focused on keeping those cramps from happening again while exerting, while doing the necessary workouts on the rest of the days. Still getting good fiber growth, good contractions. Nothing bad. It's just I don't want to overexert my body and make it worse. I recognize that my legs are starting to experience like consistent cramping from movements, so I need to be more aware of that, and that's what I'm doing here. Also, I didn't have enough time. Either way, this is my last set. Again, like I said, a pretty short leg day or pretty short arm day. I didn't even get to do abs. Actually, I called it a day after this, and you know, went home to get some sleep. Yeah. All in all, a decent workout. I'm not gonna say I put in full exertion. I would say I think the effort for this day was on my Whoop. It was like a 13, I think. So not a lot, you know. But I'm glad I still went in. I'm glad I still put in some work, if anything, you know. Some days that's all you can ask for, and we run with it. You know, we take what we get, don't mind a bet, and just keep on going. On that note, I will let this set finish out, and I will see you guys on Friday.